Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. It is Monday today and therefore we are going to have a look at some swing trading candidates. Now first of all, it has been a bit of a while since I did a swing trading portfolio, and the reason is that I haven't been trading anything. As you know, if you have followed my swing trading portfolios, I got a lot of sell signals, and as you can see, the portfolio, the blue one here, it flatlined here because there was 0% invested. Now that gives us right now a total return of 2.9%. Now the market has skyrocketed and therefore of course we're a bit behind, but that is how it is. On the other hand, you can see our max drawdown was 3.7% and the max drawdown here is over 10%. The volatility is about half, and as I've talked about in earlier videos, that actually means that I could put a lot more into each of my investments or my trades here. If I wanted to say I want about the same drawdown as the market, I could almost triple the exposure to each trade, which means I would be actually at 18% now. So remember, when you look at performance, you need to look at risk adjusted return. So let's have a look at, because there are some candidates today, and to find them I use the screener. And if you have been in here, you know we have the new screener. I just made a copy of the normal triple green screen here. The reason why I made a copy is just to add a criteria. Let's just have a quick look here. Here we go. The only new rule I have added, as you can see, the long-term TPI trend is of course up. The weekly TPI trend is up. The daily TPI is up. And then I just added a market cap filter saying I want only stocks with at least $5 billion in market cap. That is just not to get the smallest one. Right now, the small cap are lagging behind the market, so I want to be in the overall market. So this is what I'm looking at, and we have a lot of candidates down here. You can screen yourself, but as you can see, they are all in green. Now, I have picked a few of them that we'll have a look at today. The reason why I am also starting to look at swing trading candidates when we're looking at the SPY here, that is the ETF covering S&P 500. Then we look at the TPI chart. And as you know, the reason why I exited the market and didn't trade in this extreme volatility was that the long-term TPI trend and the weekly trend went red. Red. Then we had a triple green here, green on daily, weekly and the long-term trend. However, the S&P 500 was below its own 50-day moving average. So right now we are actually looking at a long-term green trend here, also a weekly green trend. That is not necessary, but it is great, and we are above the 50-day moving average. So I am at a point where I am allowed to start looking for trades again, and let's have a look at what we found. I have built this watch list and you have access to it as well, I think, if just you're registered to the site here, the YouTube Swing Trading Candidates. And as you can see, we have 4 candidates today. We could have picked more. We have a quick look here. The value is not great, but that doesn't matter. This is swing trades. They are fairly large companies, so there should be a lot of liquidity here. The quality is not fantastic. It is on the Fastenal company here, but the momentum is there, and that is basically what we are looking at. So let's have a look at them one by one. We have the AIG here, and if we're looking at the TPI chart, we can see that it is a triple green. It all looks good. 50-day SMA. It is shooting up and retracing, and we can just have a quick look at it here in trading view as well, as you know I like. And the only thing you could argue is there a top here, but it seems like it has broken above. It is bouncing off a 10-day moving average here, and well, the earnings are, we're past earnings here. So I actually like this setup a lot. So the AIG, a decent candidate, I would say. The next one is the Fastenal here. Also, we're not looking at the fundamentals today. This is just a quick and dirty swing trade video. Triple green here, 50-day moving average, coming up, maybe making a bit of what is called a cup with a handle. Let me go in here let me see here. We have it here. A cup with a handle is basically where you should, if I find my drawing tool here, imagine a cup here with a handle, and the core rule is that when it breaks the top of the cup here, that is a buy signal. But I actually like the buy setup already. We can see the pre-market is down a bit, but if we are looking back here, we can see we have a number of tops here, and in this retracement here, we are just coming down, bouncing on that earlier top area and bouncing upwards. So this is definitely a stock I am looking at as well. Then we have VRT, the Vertiv Holdings here. Looking at the TPI chart, all green, actually has been for a couple of days, but Friday ended up very nice and green here. Now it is interesting to see if the US market can keep its nice uptrend here, or if there will be a sellout. I suspect there was some sort of short covering and algo trading in the Friday boost up, but let's see what happens today when we start. But this one above 50-day SMA, bouncing off nicely. Vertiv here, as you can see, what an uptrend, an outstanding uptrend. And you might say to yourself, is this really an uptrend here? But we often see that after massive pull-ups like this, we had 200% up here, and then it has created a sort of accumulation phase here. And right now, coming up, bouncing off 10, 20 and 50-day moving average, and with a very good day here. I wouldn't need much more, maybe a little confirmation up to 42.5, maybe 43 up here. That would be enough for me. Vertiv Holding, absolutely interesting stock here. And the last one is the Welltower. And let's have a look at the TPI, triple green above 50 moving average, rising high and higher lows, high and higher highs, all we want to see. And Welltower over here, as you can see, a fantastic uptrend here as well from the bottom last, basically a year ago. You could argue that there is a top here, but that is, if we bounce up from here, there is 10% away, and we are aiming for somewhere between 3 and 10%, maybe sometimes a bit more on the swing trades. We are just past earnings. We have dividends today, I think it is. And as you can see, it might seem a bit messy here, but looking at this overall zone here, you can see that it has broken up down to the moving averages. And then if we see a nice green confirmation candle here, then that is a good confirmation for us. All right, but as I said, these 4 candidates, I all found them in the triple X green here. And that is, to be honest, it's becoming more and more my favorite screen. I get some really good candidates. It's not like an automated signal service thing, because you need to evaluate it, look at it with your own eyes, your own strategy, your own risk management. But you get some really high quality stocks, not quality in the earnings, I mean, but high quality trends, where we have a good long-term trend, we have the weekly turning up and the daily turning up, and that should leave us with some good profits. I have also used this a lot with my option trading. I will soon make more options video where I show you how I make, these days with the high volatility in the market, I'm actually making somewhere between 2 and 5% per month on my credit spread option trading, where I use volatility to my advantage, I use the TPI to my advantage, and then I use the entire option setup. That is something I am making a course about in a short while, and that is a very, very solid way of making money with a very limited risk. Option is not risky at all if you know what you do, so I'll make videos about that shortly. That's all for now. 4 interesting stocks. I hope that you'll find some inspiration here. And if you want more candidates, just register for my stock scanner. Go into the triple green screen here and find your candidates. That's all for now. Speak to you again shortly. Take care of yourself and your money out there. Bye.